A few weeks after Princess Elara's first birthday, a gentle hush settled over Enchancia as winter crept in. The trees turned silver with frost, and Elara's garden, though still magical, shimmered now beneath a blanket of soft snow. The kingdom was peaceful, but magic, as always, was quietly stirring. One snowy morning, Queen Sofia awoke to a peculiar sound. A faint hum echoed from outside the castle walls, soft but unmistakably melodic. She sat up in bed, listening closely. As they approached the garden, the singing grew louder, like a lullaby carried on the wind. Sofia opened the enchanted gate and gasped. Glowing blue fireflies were circling the trees, forming patterns in the sky. "They're not just fireflies," Clover whispered. "They're Whisperwings." Sofia's eyes widened. But Whisperwings only appear when a child with true heart, magic, is nearby. Elara, now sitting up in her mother's arms, reached toward the lights with a delighted squeal. As if recognizing her, the Whisperwings danced closer, surrounding her in a gentle ring of glowing light. Suddenly, a soft voice floated from the trees. "She hears the heart of the garden." Startled, Sofia turned to find a slender figure standing at the edge of the grove, an ancient dryad named Nyra, keeper of the sacred woodlands. She was cloaked in leaves and snowflakes, her eyes gleaming with starlight. "Princess Sofia," she said with a graceful bow. "I am Nyra. I was drawn here by the awakening of Elara's light." "Her light?" Sofia echoed. "Yes," Nyra replied. "Elara's magic is unlike yours. It is not just born of amulets or enchantments. Hers is the magic of empathy, of feeling what others feel. The Whisperwings respond to it." Sofia looked down at her daughter in awe. Elara babbled, reaching toward Nyra with no fear. "She will grow quickly, this child," Nyra continued. "And her gift, if nurtured, could heal hearts, uncover truth, even calm storms." "But she's just a baby," Clover blurted. "She can't even walk in a straight line yet." Nyra chuckled warmly. "Even stars begin as sparks." She stepped forward and gently pressed a crystal pendant into Sofia's hand. "When she is ready, this will show her the paths to the hidden places of the world where her gift will be needed most." Then, as swiftly as she'd appeared, Nyra vanished into the snowy trees, leaving behind only a few shimmering leaves and the echo of her voice. "Protect her spirit, Queen of Light." Sofia stood in the quiet grove, holding Elara tightly. The Whisperwings continued their gentle dance, and the snow sparkled like moonlight. Later that evening, Sofia told Leo what had happened. They sat together by the nursery fire, Elara nestled in Sofia's lap. "Do you think it's really true?" Leo asked quietly. "That she could have heart? Magic?" "I do," Sofia said. "I felt it in the garden, and I've seen it in her, the way animals gather near her, the way even strangers smile when they hold her." Leo looked at Elara thoughtfully. "Then we'll help her grow into it, gently, safely." That night, Sofia tucked the crystal pendant into a velvet pouch and placed it inside Elara's keepsake chest beside her first rattle and the lock of golden hair from her first haircut. As winter deepened, the royal family made quiet preparations. Sofia began studying ancient texts on emotional magic, and Leo oversaw the strengthening of the kingdom's enchanted boundaries. Not because they feared anything, but because they wanted to be ready. And little Elara, she continued to thrive. She said her first word, "Mama," took her first few wobbly steps in the royal hall, and even began imitating birdsong whenever she heard it. The castle staff adored her. Animals visited her crib daily. And the garden, Elara's garden, bloomed even under snow, its glowing trees growing brighter by the week. Then one morning something new happened. Elara crawled to the window, pointed into the forest beyond the garden, and whispered a word no one had taught her. Sad. Sofia, seated nearby, blinked. What do you mean, sweetheart? Elara pointed again. Sad. Sofia rushed to the balcony. In the distance, deep in the woods, she saw nothing unusual, but her heart stirred uneasily. She summoned Cedric. Could you check the forest beyond the North Grove? I think something might be wrong. Cedric nodded and left immediately. Hours later he returned, eyes wide. There's a wounded creature, a silver doe caught in a hunter's trap. How did Elara? Sofia's breath caught. She felt it. The castle healers were sent, and the doe was rescued and brought to the garden for care. Elara watched solemnly as the creature was gently bandaged. When the doe opened its eyes, it looked straight at Elara and bowed its head. She'll never stop surprising us, Leo murmured. No, Sofia said softly, because her heart listens in ways ours never could. And so, the legend of Elara's gift began to quietly grow, not with fanfare or fireworks, but with whispered stories told by grateful villagers and enchanted creatures alike. They spoke of a princess who could feel joy like sunlight and sorrow like rain, and who would one day bring balance to a world that often forgot how to feel. But for now, she was still their little star. Safe in her crib, Elara curled up with Starberry the unicorn and drifted into sleep, a single Whisperwing hovering just above her. And outside, in Elara's garden, the snow began to melt just a little, as if spring had already heard her coming.